What is up, Taurus? Welcome to your general timeless reading. These are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest, and they're timeless. So whenever you see this is when it's most meant for you. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. And like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and personal readings and Reiki sessions can be booked down below. Let's get into it. Let's see what's going on for Taurus. Show me what I most need to see for Taurus, please, Spirit. What does Taurus most need to know? I heard salt bath. That's actually kind of funny. It's a need to basically cleanse your energy. Actually, it feels more so like the need to reground yourself. A grounding energy. Yeah, because now they're showing me Empress. The Empress card sideways. And the Empress card sideways to me is speaking to imbalances. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or Three of Cups. Okay, this actually feels like overstimulated. Three of Cups is about parties and celebrations, soul, tribe, and family. You could just be overstimulated by your external environment. Yep, Four of Swords, there's the rest. Nine of Swords, so overstimulation, because the 9 minus the 4 is the 5, which is the chaos and conflict card, but it's also the inner critic for me as a reader, which means that it's the ego in the head, right? It's the stress, it's the anxiety, it's the overwhelm. The 5 also, the 5 of Swords, it's indicative of the need to have a change in the current circumstance. So if you're overstimulated by the people in your life, or just too much chaos in the external world, because the Three of Cups to me is also a card of representing what's around you and not necessarily just you as an individual, it's time for you to retreat, to go Four of Swords, to focus on yourself, to meditate, to come back home to who you are, to get regrounded, because there's a lot that is pent up energetically within you that needs to be released, because you are trying to build something and create something, and this worry of like, why isn't it coming? Why isn't it working? Why aren't things moving forward? You don't have the space. You don't have the space. If you're a water bottle, you're filled with water, you are filled up to the top with your energy. You're tapped with your energy, other people's energy. You need to ground the things that don't serve you. Like the 9 of Swords. You don't need to be holding on to a 9 of Swords. You don't need to be holding on to other people's crap either. Tiddler, it's your body, not theirs. They don't belong in it. Bye-bye. Anyway, Taurus. What else we got? Hermit. You're like, but I am spending time alone. I'm doing plenty of things by myself. Yeah, but are you actually allowing yourself to decompress? The Hermit in reverse is a card of ghosting. It's just a card of isolation. You could be alone, but it doesn't mean you're practicing calming your mind. Everything has cycles. The seasons, your body, the planets. Everything has cycles. Your emotions and your mental state has cycles. The brain doesn't just need sleep to rest. Your sensory system also has cycles. If it's overstimulated with the kind of world we're in, with computers and electronics and communication with people constantly, there are times when you simply need to sit in a room by yourself with nothing around you to decompress, to desensitize, to regulate your nervous system. You're overstimulated. You need a break. Okay? If you need guided meditations and things like that, look it up. I also do that in mentoring sessions. The Chariot in reverse. Yeah. This is why the direction you're trying to move in, it's like chasing something that's eluding you. You're like, I'm so close. I can feel it. It's almost there. I can't stop now. I can't stop now. It's not coming though, because you don't have space for it. The universe is like, I'm keeping it in the waiting room because you're tapped out. I need you to kind of get rid of some of these things that you're holding on to right now because they don't serve you. They don't serve you. And that's okay. Ebb and flow. Everything's an ebb and flow. It's a practice. It is a practice. I know for some people, there's what's in the waiting room, your Ace of Pentacles, your new beginning, what it is that you're trying to build is so stable and safe and secure. And there you are chasing it. Knight of Swords. Why isn't it coming? Why isn't it coming? Because 5 of Cups. You need to release the things that are emotionally no longer serving you. The 5, right? The Hierophant. Spirituality, higher consciousness, lessons, contracts, right? Institution. It's time for you to connect with your higher power, whatever label you would like to call it. Even just your intuition, your personal energy, right? And allow certain things to be released. Your shopping cart is full. You got no more room for this Ace of Pentacles you're trying to fit in there. So you got to put something back on the shelf. Yeah, you can't take it with you. Let's look at the Three of Cups. King of Cups. Oh, golly. Four of Cups. Four of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. 6 of Swords. You're like, but I love them so much. I can't let them go. But it's just so burdensome. It's so heavy. And I want the struggle with them to be done. I want it to be over. Okay, well, you know, just because you take space doesn't mean you got to break up or separate from them. But, you know, it's totally okay to take a day or two by yourself. The world's not going to end. And if they're like, oh my gosh, you want to be alone for a day? Well, we're breaking up. If that's the case, well, true love, authentic love is not about control or possession. Ego love is. I'm just going to drop that little tidbit right there, right? Authentic love understands that losing somebody is a possibility, but you love them. You love them through the journey. You love them through everything that you experience with them. And you love them enough to allow them to have their freedom to be who they want to be, not to fulfill the expectations that you held for the kind of partner you anticipated in your life. Okay. If you're overwhelmed, overstimulated with your environment, friends, family, coworkers, boss, authority figures, Three of Cups, because this is soul tribe energy, because clearly you are with the 10 of Wands, and you're holding on to it, you're holding on to other people's crap, you need to take space for you. It doesn't mean that you're like, oh my gosh, this relationship's done, because it's not. It's not. You're just tapped, though. It's time for you to focus on yourself. It's not your job to meet other people's needs and negate your own. That's people pleasing. It is a form of codependency. Let's look at the Four of Swords. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is my mini Empress in reverse. You're not meeting your own needs. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a lack of stability, a lack of safety and security and nurturing of self. A Queen of Pentacles is a feminine energy that knows how to provide safety and security and support in the material world, who knows how to make themselves feel as if they have everything they need right now in this moment as they are, right? Not seeking that validation or that approval externally through relationships. You need to remind yourself that you are enough. You are perfect just as you are right now in this moment. That regardless of how much you love or care for the people in your life, that is not a reflection of your worth. The Sun and Temperance. You're seeing the importance of the time to take space and find this balance between what is my cup and what is the cup for everything else in my external reality, right? Because what's happened is this cup is empty and now you're giving the cup that is meant for you to this cup. No. Once this cup is empty, it's kind of like, hey, I'm sorry. I know you're calling to emotionally dump on me, which isn't healthy either. I don't really have the space right now. I've had a really tough day. Do you mind if we talk about this tomorrow? Set a boundary. And if they can't respect that, that's a trigger in their own ego that they need to understand. You set your boundary. You're saying, I don't have space right now. And it's as simple as that. You are not obligated. I'm not saying that in a rude way, right? But if you don't have space for certain things, you don't have space, and you haven't been honoring that space. The fact that you need to nurture and care yourself. Love yourself. Because you can build and build and build an empire externally all you want, but that empire will never be completed because it is a reflection of the quality of you, right? Because your reality reflects you. And if you're not 100% and you're trying to make something that's 100%, you got to get them on the same page. You're realizing you need to find the balance between yourself and your external. And that's okay. That's a good thing. It's a really good thing. Because you know that. And awareness is the first step in the healing. Yep, 9 of Swords, 3 of Wands. You're like, oh my gosh, how didn't I see this sooner? Don't beat yourself up about it. Don't do that. No, because it's happening exactly when it needs to happen. Like, oh my gosh, the ships have been here. The opportunity to do this has been here. Don't go beating yourself up about it. Yeah, 5 of Wands. You're creating more chaos than there needs to be. Stop that. No, stop. Stop. Because the 5 minus the 3 is the 2. You're realizing, oh my gosh, this path has been here this whole time. Stop. Don't go doing that. What benefit does that have? None. That's the inner critic. It's the 5 of Swords. Doesn't serve you. It's the 9 minus the 4. It's the inner critic. You're beating yourself up for what? For what? No. Say, you know what? I'm so proud of myself that I'm aware of this because now I have the power to change it. To honor myself because I deserve peace. I deserve healthy relationships. And I deserve my Ace of Pentacles. And I'm going to get it the right way. In regards to your reality. Not saying that I have a right way or expectation. The way that is most meant for you. Right? In divine right time. Okay? Just to clarify. Because the right way is going to be a different way for everybody. The Hermit, High Priestess. You're like, but I am alone. I am isolating myself, right? You're not seeing the purpose of this isolation. Why things aren't moving forward. The Hermit is also about like why it's kind of like being stuck in the rut. Because it's almost like being stuck between two cliffs and like, I can't get out. You're like, why do I feel like I'm stuck here, banging my head against the wall? Because you need the time alone. The universe is basically forcing you into a hibernation. Temporary hibernation. That's okay. It's for your benefit. My Lanta. Quit. Stop it. Let's look at the Chariot. Okay, it's going to move forward. It's very Wheel of Fortune vibes. 9 of Cups, Justice, 8 of Wands, 2 of Wands, the Moon, 6 of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers. Okay, 9 of Cups, and then Justice. You're rewriting the contract you made with yourself in order to fulfill your own emotional needs. Because the 9 of Cups is the emotional happiness of an individual. The 10 of Cups is about partnership in the external reality, right? So you're realizing, wow, this is what I needed to do for myself. And it didn't happen as quickly as you would have liked, but you're realizing that releasing that expectation is actually what's leading you to this stability. Because you have the 8 of Wands, the lack of movement, with the 2 of Wands is the 6 of Wands. But then you have the 6 of Wands right here, right? You're like, oh, I'm not achieving this as fast as I would like. I'm not getting the recognition as fast as I would like. But you are getting the recognition. You know it's coming. 6 of Wands. You know the universe is conspiring on your behalf to bring you this Ace of Pentacles. Okay? Whether it's a new start in this relationship or a job or a project or finances or a home or a car, whatever it is. Let's look at the Ace of Pentacles because it's something tangible. So that's why I listed all those materialistic things. Yeah, 5 of Cups. Exactly. You had to release things to make space for this. You had to release things. 5 of Cups. Very nice. And you're realizing that. One more for the Ace of Pentacles. 2 of Swords. And that's what you weren't realizing. That's what you didn't see. With the 2 of Swords, it's the blindfold and the closed heart space. Emotionally, you didn't have space to take it on, and you weren't aware of that. But now you're stepping into awareness, which is really nice. 5 of Swords and the Hierophant. Your lesson was to overcome the inner critic. You're the one who sets that bar, right? You're the one who's critical. You're the one who has that judgment of self. And it's reflected to you through the people you encounter, possibly. But it's just that awareness that's giving you the power to change it, which is really nice. Really, really nice. I'm excited for you. This is a really important lesson. When I learned this lesson, it shifted it created a lot more peace. A lot more peace in my life. But my dear, this is what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, book it down below, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye-bye.